Hey everyone, it is Damira here from lifewithdw.com. Welcome back to the Millennial Farmhouse. So, we're going to Maryland this weekend for the Vegan Soulfest, and I'm driving. This is the longest I've ever driven. It's about 3 hours, but I drive slow, so it's probably gonna take us longer. The furthest I've ever driven was like maybe an hour away from where we live.
It'll be okay. Tiff is going to do some of the driving.
But anyway, so we're going to be staying there for the next 2 nights, and we'll be coming back on Sunday. It's going to be a nice long weekend filled with lots of vegan food, music, some retail therapy, some entertainment and attractions, and who knows what else, but we'll find out. Okay.
Alright, it was a nice and easy drive. So I did the first part of the driving, and then we stopped at a rest stop right before we hit Delaware. So I drove through New Jersey, and I was glad that I got to share the driving because I really do not like driving. But again, it was an easy drive, and you can see from the clips that the sun was high in the sky on this day. So it was really nice out, it was bright, and it just made it feel like a genuine road trip. But I have to say that throughout the driving, my favorite part was probably the Delaware Memorial Bridge, because it was just so big and so beautiful. And even though I don't like driving or being in cars, I do have to say I really like bridges. I think they are just such beautiful pieces of land. Anyway, so we had a lot of fun in the car. There were some, card games being played, some music was listened to, and again, it was smooth sailing. We just tried to make sure that this trip was as easy as possible, and I have to say that it was. It was about a 3-hour drive for us, and when we got into Baltimore, our hotel is straight ahead. That's what I was pointing at, and it was the Renaissance Baltimore Harbor Place Hotel. It was right across from the harbor. The kids loved the hotel, especially the babies. They were really intrigued by the really long hallways. But we just all got checked in and went up to the rooms to check them out. The view from our room was incredible. We had a harbor view, 2 queens bedroom, and I have to say that the best part was that view. It is absolutely beautiful, and we really were just across the street from everything, so we could easily cross the street and walk over to all of the shops and the restaurants. And then in our room, it was so beautiful. There were sliding barn doors everywhere. It was nice and clean, which is something you always want when staying in a hotel. And then again, this view was magnificent, and we could not get over it. Next day was the Vegan Soulfest, and the whole purpose of our trip to Baltimore, and it was at West Covington Park. It was a very large park on the water, and it was absolutely beautiful. This water view is breathtaking. So we got there pretty early, and because of that, we didn't have to stand in line too long for admission into the festival. And we also were able to get food and drinks pretty early on as well, so that we could then just relax and enjoy ourselves. There were a lot of vendors there, food vendors, and then retail vendors as well. Something that we were all very happy about was to get some watermelon very early on. The watermelon was so good and so juicy. Now, the day was extremely hot, so there were just certain things such as getting watermelon or a refreshing drink that really made a difference in how we experienced this festival. Again, we got there early enough so we were able to pick out a good spot close to the water to be able to sit down. There was a big sand pit. There was a large tent for people to sit in shade. However, it was extremely crowded under that tent. So we just chose a spot near the water. And then again, we were able to really enjoy ourselves from the moment we got there.
Mustard on the tip of a watermelon. Good?
See what I'm saying? We ain't never lied. See how the acid made it sweet?
How does that what?
It's the acid.
It's mind blowing.
Yep, nice and juicy.
Oh, this is pineapple.
It's good, not bad.
Watermelon?
Yeah. Hello, smoothie people. What's that one?
This is the tropical thunder.
What's that one? Are they good? Good.
Thank you.
This is good. It's sweet and cold and good. Maybe that's why I need to keep drinking it.
So we stood in line for this one soul food vendor, and I am not going to say which one it was, but I thought I'd try some vegan macaroni and cheese. It was just okay. I don't know what I was expecting, but I felt like the macaroni and cheese was overcompensating, and my aunt said she does try to warn people that vegan macaroni and cheese just will not be the same.
No, that's not garbage. Here. Right here. No, that's not garbage. Get a napkin.
Give me a napkin.
Here. Here's
How is it, Kai?
Chicken.
It's good. It's better than the fried chicken? See? It's about finding the right thing for you.
Is that good, Kai? And what kind is that?
Buffalo.
That's the hot wing?
Oh, lemon pepper.
You like it, y'all see the hot wing?
Kyla, look.
He's trying it now.
You like the mat?
Don't break it. Just eat it.
No, it's
gonna be
okay.
good. You won't like it. That's the only one I like.
You like the collard greens?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You like the mac?
You just be
My first time
acting.
trying.
Oh, okay.
Not the best of greens.
Alright, just eat it.
It was weird, right?
What? The mac and cheese?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That one woman was eating it, talking about, oh, this is so good. Oh, it's
She
amazing.
did the collard greens and the collard greens are good.
Maybe her taste buds were off. All right, and what you eating over here? Let's see.
The yam's fire.
They always gonna be fire.
I saw him do a whole.
They did smell good, but I only want.
After spending some time in different lines to get food and then sitting down to eat and relax, I took a stroll through where all of the retail vendors were. There was this one table where the vendor was called the Adulting Queen, and she had the cutest stuff about adulting. And she said adulting was ghetto instead of lit, which I kind of agree, and I hope other people do too. But anyway, we went through some of the retail vendors, and they had some really nice things there. I only got a few clips of some of the vendors. There were a lot, and I didn't stop at every table, but just the ones that really caught my eye. I have to say that the prices for some of the things, though, I will say, did seem to be a bit high, and obviously that's because when you're at a festival you do raise prices to make sure you get the most bang for your buck. But this one here, oh my goodness, this beautiful colorful African jewelry really caught my eye, and so I spent quite a bit of time just looking at all of the jewels that were on this table. And she's someone who I definitely got her card so that I can always go and see whatever she's offering that's new, and so hopefully I'll be able to get stuff from her on a continuing basis. But again, there were a lot of vendors, and they had other things there too. There was music, and they had wellness villages where you could do yoga and dancing, and there were massages and things like that. So overall, it was a great day for us. As far as the food goes, it was nice to get very fruity things like watermelon and smoothies and everything. Some of the sold food was hit or miss, and I think you really have to be into it in order to truly enjoy it, but it was worth checking out. And then again, we just relaxed near the water, listened to some music, took a stroll, and did a little bit of shopping. Overall, Vegan Soulfest for our group was pretty great, and I'm glad we went because we got to spend a lot of time together in a beautiful park, just enjoying a really nice day. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. This is not the end of our Baltimore trip, so next week I will put out another vlog for what we did on Sunday. But again, thanks for watching this. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel, and there will be more coming. This is Life with DW, the Millennial Farmhouse.